next weekend. So on March 25th, a crazy looking cloud went over parts of Tampa, Florida, and it's known as a shelf cloud. So this week we're going to talk about what makes this cloud so ominous. So take a look at this image here. You'll notice a dark horizontal cloud that hangs relatively low to the ground. It's known as a shelf cloud or an Arcus cloud. And many people say it reminds them of that ship, you know, from Independence Day, that movie back in the 90s. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that almost. Shelf clouds are typically seen ahead of a thunderstorm, and they form due to the differences in temperatures and wind speeds out ahead and within a thunderstorm, or basically the difference between the updraft and the downdraft of a storm. Within a storm, air is rain cooled and it's forced downward because cold air likes to sink. Once it hits the ground, it begins to move outward along the surface, and warm, moist air out ahead of the thunderstorm begins to rise over the cold air because warm air is less dense and rises. When you lift warm air and the moist air, it condenses and makes a visible cloud known as a shelf cloud, and that's the reason why it hangs so low. So a shelf cloud can be described as a wall of clouds, but it's not the same as a wall cloud. A wall cloud is associated with a tornado. These aren't necessarily associated with tornadoes. But a shelf cloud is a precursor to strong winds and turbulent air. And in some cases, down trees can happen behind a shelf cloud thanks to the strong downdraft and winds that you see behind them. But on a fun note, pictures of shelf clouds are cleverly named shelfies, if that's not clever enough for you there. And if you have an idea for an upcoming Sunday Science Tidbit, you can hit me up on Facebook and Twitter, or go to WNCT.com and you can search Sunday Science Tidbit.
I remember seeing that video from the beach circulating on the internet like a week or so ago. I was just surprised on how many daring beachgoers stayed on the beach as that thing gets closer and closer and closer. That's when I'm packing up and I'm heading inland.
That's when you take the picture and you leave, because that's going to be some strong winds back behind us.
That's right. I'm like, I don't want to mess with all that. Thanks
they're
so
usually
much.
associated with some strong thunderstorms, so be mindful.
All right. Thanks so much, Candice. Now, thousands of jellyfish